Damien play Marvels. No, I said Isaiah. Did I say Isaiah? I meant Isaiah. I'm sorry, Damien.
Glad to have you with us from Springfield, Missouri. Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bears will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Marshall's offense takes the field to start this game off. And David, they've got a tight end who might... a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things, and if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches in some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to...
Breaks into the open. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to
So how's everybody's day?
The Thundering Herd coming off that huge run might bring a little more thunder this time. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Marshall comes to the
So how's everybody's day going?
here on 2nd and long. Oh, and they'll try to catch
I heard that.
with the catch. It's
I
Johnson.
heard that.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. Caught over the middle. It's Hagan.
What's up, Caleb?
You can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The offense set for a first down play.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at it, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Wants to throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Herd!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Oh, Zaven.
Will go to work for the first time.
Update on Jermod.
Impactful receiver last week. Very, very
Yeah, we could actually get him back. He's back in pads.
That big of a part of the offense last week. Got to give the defense credit. Did a great job in coverage. There were some drops, and the quarterback missed him a little bit. I know the quarterback's going to try to get him.
He's loose.
Yeah, so
Touchdown, Bears. A great
Jermad's back in pads, but he's still not doing contact drills. They're saying he could be back as soon as New Mexico State.
They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch.
So 2
If
weeks.
the quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride. These guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest.
That'd be a
right? You hit
big
this
help if
guy
we could get him
well,
back
stop
before
running,
Florida and
drop it
Vandy.
right down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense.
Well, that's how I am constantly in this game because I'm just not quite used to it.
And he will take it in.
So I've got to learn to just, even when I'm not in the mood to play it, I've got to learn to, hey, play it, get better at it.
Field position like that, you better finish the
Like right now, I'm doing my
You
YouTube.
saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Marshall offense makes its way back on.
Medic!
This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive
Bum
yardage.
bum ba
Return to the
bum
line, facing a
bum
second and
bum
short.
ba bum.
Red pass is complete. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. On first down, here comes
Well,
the
that's
offense.
always nice.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle.
Medic!
Downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Marshall back at it with another first and 10. Gives it on the option. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Marshall
Jared
comes to the
Lloyd.
line facing third and long.
I think he's a senior.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Absolutely.
How does he have the leg for that?
That'll bring him to within 4.
Okay.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to San Jose State.
Breaks the tackle.
Whatever that guy's doing. I don't know, I can't see.
West and all around college football.
Ah.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Hand off from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Here's the pressure.
Oh, of course. Hi, how are you?
Touchdown, Thundering Herd. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Boyd. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Unloads.
No.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
Oh, man.
Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. It's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. And 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. Forced out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws.
Something that way too late.
For the third time today. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals.
They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. It's complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So here comes the field goal unit.
I hope you missed this. He did miss it.
What a
Oh yeah.
disappointment. No good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity. So here comes the Missouri State offense. To the air, it's Daniels. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long.
I love you.
From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And boy, is he close to that first.
I love you, Zaven. It's alright, buddy.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. They'll try to sneak it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
On the direct snap, it's Joyner. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Joyner. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On the direct snap, it's Joyner. Slithers into space. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal.
Boom.
1-minute timeout. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And it's caught out the fake. 1st down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown, Marshall! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Oh, they're after him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it.
We gotta hold on to that football.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Hit as he throws. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see. Snagged in the middle. It's Reed. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the running back. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Using his feet. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to the fullback. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
And they won't try another play, instead taking a knee, and they'll head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. Looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And a genuinely fun 1st half to break down, led by, I can't believe I'm saying this, that special teams unit. It's one of the most well-coached groups we've seen this season. They stay in their lanes, literally and figuratively, and right now they are complementing the offense and defense perfectly.
My guess would be you don't have F&Js.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line.
Let's go, hurry up.
The Bears want to pick up the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Bears! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this. Turning it on! Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Green. Right down the gut of the field. At the 20. Touchdown, Hurd! Once he got some room, it was over. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Man, these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the throw.
Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. 1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for
Hey Nathan, there's a sniper in front of you.
That sting defensively, you get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that. No matter what they do, they're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job. They
just keeps moving. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Marshall takes over the ball. The thundering Herd offense coming out. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Marshall might try to catch this defense thinking run here on 2nd and inches. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Godfrey. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. The AT unit on the field.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. So here comes the Bear offense. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. The throw. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. I don't know what he possibly could have been thinking there to wind up all the way back in the end zone and taking a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. This offense believes
4
downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Touch pass on the run. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Marshall! And the stomping has commenced. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback. You pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So here comes the Missouri State offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Bears can really attack on this second and short. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. It's caught. Touchdown, Missouri State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive to get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They want that clock to run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. On the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So here comes the Missouri State offense. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He got it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll pull it on the read. Makes it past the marker. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Not a lot of movement on that one, the defense in position.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. Inside the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Herd! They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Nice job on the route and catching
Okay.
the tight end, scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wants a big play here late. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on
Bowers.
defense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to score.
I don't even know what
Or they
mine
just
looks like.
run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.